So what you're saying is, I gotta measure the offset on my arms to figure out how many shims for my spindles? Okay. Okay, Cletus, this is what I'm talking about here. This is your lower torsion arm, this is your upper torsion arm. This face of the arm is further this way than this face of the upper arm. There's a gap here, that's what we need to measure. Make sure this is nice and clean, make sure that's nice and clean. You can go down to Harbor Freight and get these speed squares. I forget, that's what I call them, I don't know what they're really called. But clamp it to the bottom, make sure it's up flush on the face of your arm, top and bottom. And this is the offset that I'm talking about, all right, cheer. You can get a metric ruler while you're over there at Harbor Freight, and you can measure it. I always try and measure a few spots, but go like that. You can try it up here. Wherever they shall be about the same, should be real close. Or you can spend like $9 and get one of these calipers. It's already metric, it's all digital, so you don't gotta even read anything other than numbers. They're right there in front of you. But then you can do it that way. It's almost 7. You can check it back here at the back too. I did this one before, it's 7. Once you have this offset number, then you can go to your, I give these with my spindles when I ship them out. Look over here, figure out your number, and this is going to tell you what shims go where. That's going to be covered in a separate video. This one, I just wanted to make sure you understand how to measure this offset. You can do this, I'm doing it this way because I only have one hand because I'm holding the camera, but normally I'll just take a framing square and put it up against there and measure. But just make sure you're getting a decent measurement. It only has to be, you know, closest to a half a millimeter, and you're good. If you do have a measurement that's crazy, if it's over 8.5 or under 5.5, chances are your torsion arm is bent, and that's the problem. So take that into consideration when you're looking at these numbers. Not every one is 7. You have to measure it. It's not always going to be 7. The passenger side and the driver's side are going to be different. You have to measure each side. You have to measure each side. I don't care if you send in your spindles with the shims on them and you want me to put the shims back on the way they came in, I'm going to forget, because you have to measure them to make sure it's right. Otherwise, your link pins bind in there and you end up wasting your needle bearings, and it shortens the life of all your link pin parts. So anyhow, subscribe. I'll show you how to install the spindles next. I got some other videos, whatever, in that corner I think is a subscribe, and I'll see you on the road. Take care.